On tranquilizers and stuff, and he came here, and he was here about 3 days. He went up the hill, and he read in the library, God in a Pill.
Right.
They'll take drugs.
Yeah.
So he assumed that meant not to take the, 5 kgs of stelazine and 4 pounds of thorazine that he was taking every day to keep his lid wired on. And so he stopped taking them, and he became unglued very, very quickly. And we had this incredible, mad person on our hands.
Yeah. So then you really had
So what happened was, the day he arrived in Bombay, Mo was sitting where he is now, and right opposite him in that tree, just right behind you, there was a big bee's nest in the night touched up there.
Yeah.
Beehive.
Yeah.
So I came walking by in the morning and he said, "Hey!" I said, "What's new?" He said, "Hey, take a look. Beehive. See the beehive."
Yeah.
So I think this guy's, Baba says he's on the 5th plane, he's got some insight and stuff like that. I don't know. He knows something I don't know. And so I'll look at it. So I say, "Yeah, I'm looking at it." And he says, "Look at it. See the beehive. See the honey and stuff like that." I look at it. And every day thereafter, he points this out to me in the morning. "See the beehive, see the bees. The bees will sting you. There's honey there, but look at the beehive." And so every day he points this out to me and he laughs. And I say, "Yeah, I'm looking at it." And I don't get exactly what he's driving at, but I'm just doing what he says. Meanwhile, this kid comes here from Bombay, New Zealand, Bombay. He comes here, flips out, and we have our hands full, taking care of him. And we'd have 2 people with him all the time to prevent him from doing himself in or bashing his brains out or something.
Yeah.
And he's really unhappy. And he's a hefty guy, plus he had the sort of unimpeded energy of the truly insane. So I had studied judo, so I could handle him myself, but nobody else could.
Yeah.
And everyone else got tired of this and burned out, and would kick out. "Oh, I'm taking a couple of days off. This madman is making me nuts." But I kept on thinking that there was some way we could communicate to him. And here we are in Baba's place. If there's any place where it's possible to get through all the fog, it would be here. and what an unfortunate life he had, and maybe he wasn't so mad to begin with, but after being institutionalized for 15 years, drugs and everything was definitely like this. I was thinking about all of this stuff and, trying to thinking about healing this guy who was just totally nuts.
Yeah.
And real absorbed in that and worried about it, thinking about it all the time. So much so that one morning I'm walking down the veranda here, Mo's sitting where he is, and I just don't see him or the veranda or anything. I'm just thinking, now today we'll try this, and what are we going to do with this kid? And he's so unhappy and stuff. But as I walk past in front of Mo, he looks at me, in my little daze. I'm in a daze at this point. And he shouts at me, "Look at the behind, you idiot! Look at it!"
Yeah. So all of a sudden it's like a whip. And I look at the bee's nest, and suddenly it dawns on me what he's talking about. The beehive, anything for him, is an image of mind. Anything he looks at is an image of mind. So the beehive is a good one for him to. He understands it. He can understand a shoe as an image of mind. I can't, but the beehive is one that I can understand.
Yeah.
He's saying, the mind is like this.
The beehive.
Beehive, right?
Yeah.
Same guy as the beehive.
Well, no, any mind is like that.
Yeah, all mine.
And there's honey in it. There's sweetness there. If you know how to get it out, you're a fruit keeper.
Yeah.
And if you fuck around,
You get stung.
around like me, you get stung. But a guy like him, who knows how to handle this stuff, no problem for him. So leave the beehives to the beekeepers. Leave the mind, worrying about the mind to the masters of mind. And just feed the guy and don't worry about him.
Yeah.
So.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but it is interesting. But it took me a while to understand that that's how he talks. For example, there's this guy, you might know him, Curtis Roosevelt.
I'm not sure.
He's a Roosevelt's grandson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a nice chap, very nice chap. And he's the chancellor of the university in the UK now. He's Bob Oliver. He's a very, he's such a nice person, so refined and good manners. That I just feel like this true caveman talking to him. So he came here his first trip, and he comes from a very strong Christian orientation. So he, has his, at that time he would have his conversations with God, very earnest and really sincere. Well, that's the way, that was important for him. So he's sitting here having this conversation. Mo's sitting over there.
And Mo, and he says, Mo is like this, and he's read about Mo, and he says, does he ever give talks? And they must be very inspiring, his discourses and stuff. And I say, nah, he and Mo sort of turns around and looks at this guy. Jerry Boba! It's like, hey, pal, it's not about this. It's yippee! This is fine for starts, that quiet, gentle thing, but when you get down, it's loving God is a kick. Get down, So I thought, well, that was like his one-line discourse to this guy. This guy's he's head of a university. He's got that mind. So he says, he's sure he doesn't give any discourses. And I think, well, he's not good. I couldn't explain to this guy that was a discourse.
He just got it.
He just got it. I said, no, he never does. And then the woman brings him his papaya. And we're talking about God speaks and how, that chapter, the cycles of evolution and evolution of consciousness and the beyond state, and the whole thing about the whim I'd never known about the latent impression of the nothing and the everything and stuff like that. And we're talking about that, and he's getting sort of excited now, this guy, got his hair down a bit. And Mo is sitting there with his papaya and his spoon. He sort of looks up and says, it all comes from a little black seed.
End of discourse.
Well, papaya, you know, papaya.
Yeah, I see.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's all, you know, also it was like exactly what we were talking about. We're talking about the universe growing out of
The
the...
whole thing, out of the whim and everything else, it all comes from a little black seed.
That was it. And that's all we can get. The first 3 years here, he gave us instruction in the sense that all he would say to us is, whenever he would meet us, he would say, "This is Dada's chair. This is Dada's stove. This is Dada's house. This is Dada's wood. This is Dada's fork. You know, this is Dada's water. This is Dada's food. This is Dada's pat. This is Dada's table." Everything, in short. He wasn't giving us the general principle. Everything is Dada's. He was giving us specific examples, and it's kind of like what you do with a kindergartner.
Yeah,
And I think we flunked kindergarten. Never got any further lessons after that. We decided we just didn't have the aptitude, but he wanted to teach us the most important thing.
Yeah. Mohammed was the first must that Baba worked with, and the
No, I
last.
don't think so. No. The first was some kid who just wandered in.
Yeah.
They called him Mustar. I don't think he was the first. There were a couple of musts that stayed a long time,
Yeah.
and no, I think there were a number of musts here by the time Mo came.
Yeah. But he never had any desire to leave once he.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Which is unusual because most of them choose to leave because they can't take the work anymore. It's too much.
Mo, a great guy. Stu Babaji. Punja ka atwan alaka. Babaji. Alaka atwan. Punja. Paila ka Punja.
Did you see Punji? It was another must.
Wo kya kiya? Bajte na. Hasa dikao miat lokala.
He played on a tin can,
Yeah.
like a drum.
Malakayanich.
He wasn't not seven coats. You're talking about.
You see him in the Wayfarers.
Yeah.
With
He
a,
played on the tin drum.
yeah. Kinja.
Or does there seem to be anything that, I mean, musical or anything else that Muhammad ever liked? I mean, as far as
He sings.
He sings?
Mhm.
Oh, you sing? What's
He won't
his,
sing now.
yeah, what's his favorite sort of I mean, is it obviously a devotional song of some nature or something, or what is it? That
He
it seems
sings.
to be-
He sings songs of his own devising,
yeah.
and they're hard to follow. But they're things like the sun has come up, or Baba standing on the hill. I saw Baba standing on the hill, this hill.
Yeah.
Or he'll say, I remember one, Dadani Burlia, means Baba has filled it up.
Oh, that's so
Dadani Burlia, Dadani Burlia, Dadani Burlia, Dadani Burlia. But he makes up, every time he sings, it's a new song.
It's a new song.
Yeah.
It's
Very-
spontaneous, right from his heart. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but he really wails.
Yeah.
Gayan, Devacha Gayan. Gatte ka Baba. Devacha Gayan fine hai. See, now he's absorbed in his,
Yeah.
whatever he's absorbed in.
Right.
sitting in the sun.
Yeah. So it's early morning.
Hello, dear. Sit down, pal.
Mr. Hardy?
Hardy, I think he's at the center of the
Does he sleep well?
Yeah. He sleeps in the night, a couple hours, and he sleeps in the day, a couple hours. It's not like he sits down, lays down for 8 hours. He might sleep for an hour in the afternoon, an hour or two in the evening, then he'll get up and sit up till midnight. Go back to sleep.
Yeah.
We'll hear him get up periodically.
Yeah.
There was this other watchman I was going to tell you about before, named Bauria, prior to Baya. And this guy was an absolute blockhead, and incredibly rude, and just obnoxious, obnoxious human being. Now, I could never figure out why they kept him here. Actually, there was a long story about why he ended up here, but anyway, he was here. And it's like talking to a caveman.
Yeah.
Say, Bauria, could you turn off the street lamp? Could you please turn off the street lamp? And he wouldn't do anything. So we used to hear Mo, in those days, we'd hear him making we call dinosaur noises in the night. You never like, where you are? Great noises. So one day, Heather and I were sitting in the room, and we'd been talking to this blockhead watchman. Would you please tell us when Ted comes back to his house? And please turn the light on so that he can see the way to his house. Nothing, no response. And we knew he wasn't going to do what we'd asked. So we're sitting in the room and talking about Mo. And then I said, well, does he still make dinosaur noises? Because I was staying at the hill in those days. And Heather says, oh yeah, great dinosaur noises. You wouldn't believe the dinosaur noises he's making these days. And so we both started imitating the dinosaur noises.
Yeah.
And Heather is real good at it. She goes,
prefixing this guy's name to one of the dinosaur noises.
Yeah.
And then there's, who is it? Good evening, sir. Is there some work you have for me? It's Bauria.
Yeah.
It's the blockhead.
Yeah.
It's the imbecile. It's the caveman. The man who can't talk.
Yeah.
And we realized that we watched it happen. It's like Mo had trained him to respond to the dinosaur noises, and he would respond more or less like a normal human being. It's odd. You prefix something, his name, to a dinosaur noise, and then ask him to do something, and he would do it. Otherwise, he couldn't communicate with this guy. It was too bizarre.
So he had the tap on the source. He knew how to call him.
He had to call Bauria.
Yeah.
Bauria. Bauria cha baat kiya. Aapko nala Bauria ka?
Bauria.
Sala harami Bauria.
Whatever happened to him?
He got really, really, really old, and couldn't walk much. So when it got too difficult for him to walk from the village, he graciously retired. I was thinking, want to go over to that Hazrat Glory Shaw's place?
Sure.
Because that's pretty much where everything starts.
Bagai. Ikre bag.
Right in there, you see that? There you can see.
Ustaji ka naksha alaka. Alaka. Paila. Bagita. Miacha naksha. Can you show him something that's been recorded to this eyepiece?
Sure. No, that's easy.
Show him a picture of himself.
Now, what I can do is do it like this. I can take a picture here of him, put it on still. Now, and there's a picture of you. You see right in there? Who is that? So I can take different still pictures of you, and you can see it at different. You are getting. Yeah, see?
Atmadi? Who is it inside?
Who is that inside? It's Baba.
Boss means enough.
Oh, enough, okay.
Was engaged to Mara's sister. Baba got Rustam engaged to Mara's sister. Rustam K. Rani. And he said, I'll get married, Baba, if you come to the wedding. So Baba said, I'll come to the wedding. The wedding was here in Ahmednagar. And Baba stayed at what is now the trust compound in Nagar. Yeah. Hiya, pal.
Hey.
And then...
translate that slab?
I will, yeah. Let's go. I'll do that right now.
Interesting.
So what happened was...
Oh, you got the technician?
Yeah.
So this guy, he doesn't even walk around with a hat. Man, this guy's so tough.
So what happened was someone made some insulting remark about Baba.
Yeah.
Because they were all Orthodox Zoroastrians at the wedding. And he used that as an excuse to leave.
Yeah.
So he got up and walked from the compound, and the orders in those days, standing orders, were if he goes any place, the boys, the Mandli, had to follow him. So they all came after him. Yeah. And he came out here and he sat down under this tree. Tree, and said they had water from the well behind the tree. Someone went to the village and got a bucket. They ran their own back. And then when Rustam came that night or the next morning?
They got some food from the village. Got some food there. And a Christian in the village.
He came the next morning looking for his guest of honor.
Oh, that's right, because it was during the wedding thing.
Right.
Yeah.
He came the next morning looking for his guest of honor, and then that's how Baba got this property. But he had been offered it before. Hazrat Galara Shah, he was a cook for Queen Victoria. He was her chief cook. He must have been a hell of a cook.
Yeah.
And he was a cook. And then he announced one day, I'm leaving to India. I'm going back to India. So she gave him 20,000 guineas, golden guineas. And he took them, but he didn't stay. And he came here, and on the outskirts of Nagar, he was from Ahmednagar. He threw him in a well someplace, and Hermes and I have been looking for that well for years.
Then you find the well, you got to find the coins.
He stayed near the trust office. How can I describe it? Well, it's a couple of blocks from the trust office. Yeah. Where he lived, and he was a Muslim physician. It's called Ujjain type of medicine. It's like Ayurvedic medicine. It's Muslim herbal medicine. Adi K was a good friend of his. He was on the 5th plane. Baba, when Adi was living in Nagar, Baba told him that guy there, he's on the 5th plane. Yeah. Then Adi told me how one day he went to visit him, and he had made a coffin, and was sitting in the coffin and kind of meditating inside his coffin. So he didn't disturb him. He went back. Then the next day he went and saw him, and he said, "Last night I buried all of my desires." And the next time Baba came to Nagar, Baba told Adi that now he's on the 6th plane. So anyway, what happened was he was walking out here with his disciples, and he put 2 sticks in the ground and said, "Bury me here." And they said, "Master, it's a barren place, it's so desolate. No one will come and see you, no one will care for your tomb, no one will bring flowers." And he said, "No, you don't know, but in a few years, God himself will come here. And if he does, when he does, the dust from his sandals, his shoes, will fall on my grave, and I will be immeasurably blessed. People from all over the world will come to visit him, and they will look after my tomb, so bury me here." They went back and they asked Adi's mother for this plot of land, and she said, "Sure, what do you want it for?" And they told her Baba was staying in Manzali-Neem at the time. So she put 2 and 2 together and figured God himself must be, Meher Baba. And when she was in Bombay, she offered him this property in Arangown. Baba acted like he didn't know anything about it. Arangown? Never heard of the place. Well, I don't know. I mean, right now we're staying in Bombay. This is fine. So anyway, this was sort of like a benchmark, you might say. And what he's written is interesting. I assume this is what Gullar Shah wrote. This is a Quranic verse I don't understand. This is just Bismillah. And then some other. January 1923. January 14th. I think that's 1923. That must be the day of his death. I think that's 14. I'm not. It's hard to read these letters, but that's 1923 as far as I can remember. And this is January. And then he's written, and there's a date given in Muslim calendar. And underneath that he's written, here is Nam Gum means like lost. Without a name, I am. Means I am. Be Watan, without country. Be Nishan, without any trace or sign. I am. I am, or Kon, and who am I? Kahan, where am I? And then he says, in the next line, he says, Umite Muhammad, I am one of the people of Muhammad the Prophet. I'm, one of his followers. Nakal Sabir Buali Shah, Nakle Sabir Buali Shah, a descendant of Sabir Buali Shah, who was he was a master in the north. But he goes on, he says, Nakal Sabir Buali Shah ka gulam hu. I am also his slave. Gulam means slave. Nizam-e Shams. The Nizam-e Shams hu. I am the governor of the solar system. Kalma, I am the declaration. Kalma, I am the declaration of faith. You know how the Muslims, there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. That's the declaration of faith. And the Kalam, the Holy Scripture, I am that. So that's what he had to say about himself.
Yeah. Pretty impressive.
I think inscribed on his grave is he who dies before his death. Something like that. I don't know if it's on there, or if it's there.
It could be in the other part that I can't read.
Yeah.
I can just read the bottom part that's pure Urdu.
This Ali Shah, Gul Ali Shah was the first.
ये सर बाबा का कब्रिस्तान में
समझ में नहीं आई।
ये जो अंदर में
हाँ, तो क्या हुआ 1920 में एक संत थे, वो क्वीन विक्टोरिया का वर्शिखाना का इंचार्ज है, जैसे अनासा है ना, तो वो उधर अंग्रेजिस्तान में काम करते थे। तो वो राजीनामा दिया और इधर आ गया, और इधर आने बाद वो कुछ ये मुसलमान के दुआ ऐसा दिया दूसरों गांव के लोग को, तो वो पक्का संत थे। फिर वो इधर आया और इनका मांडलिक को बताया कि जब मैं थान छोड़ देने वाला, इधर मेरा कब्रिस्तान, इधर मेरा ग्रेव बना। वो पूछते क्यों इधर इतना जंगल, इतना वान में? वो बोलते कि तुमको नहीं मालूम कौन वो संत, वो बादशाह, तुमको नहीं मालूम, लेकिन कई साल के बाद यहाँ ये पैगंबर आने वाला, और जब ये खाक इनका चप्पल से मेरा कब्र के ऊपर आते तो मुझको सुख, मुझको शांत मिलता, और पूरा दुनिया से लोग आते आते यात्रा के लिए उसको मिलने के लिए, और वो मेरा समाधि को देखने वाले हैं। तो वो 1920 में ऐसी बात हुई। तो वो ये लोग यहाँ से गए और ये जमीन का मालिक से पूछते थे क्या हमको
ये बाबा जी की डेथ करी
इसका या हमारा 1969। लेकिन उसको वो संत थे, उसको मालूम कि बाबा यहाँ आ जाने वाले, वो टाइम बाबा बॉम्बे में।
So it might have been quite a ceremony at the time he was buried here then. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they probably just dug a hole, and I think they probably just dug a hole and reverently laid him in
Put
it.
him in, yeah.
I think there was a parade. Was there? I mean, a small parade.
I don't know much about it. I had a sneaky suspicion that. Well, let's see. I
There's
think.
a good write-up in volume 2.
Oh, there you go.
I wish I could remember everything. That's the only thing I really remember is the graving. I didn't know. I knew he died 23.
I think it's January 14th. I'm not sure.
So when they arrived, the only thing here was the railroad station, which used to be where the markers are over there, the blue markers, or?
Right.
Yeah.
And there was
Is that the railroad station where the markers are?
Rather the post office, rather.
Post office.
Post office.
Let me see. There was a post office.
Where the markers were,
Right.
on this side of the tracks. Yeah.
Post office in the back.
Yeah, yeah.
On the side there was Central. On the other side.
Yeah, something on the other side. And that's what they got all the stone for, to build the samadhi up on top, taking that apart. So that's where that's gone over the years.
Right.
And
Some of the stones are on the well. Come take a look at this well. Some of the stones of this well, from this well, there was a. They were used also.
and that was built by the English, or who built the well? Yeah, not the villagers.
No.
Yeah.
This was part of the army camp.
I see.
The original well?
Yeah. In the 1914 war, we pointed it and added a lip on the top.
Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah.
You see, it's got an arch, and access to the well in the days when Baba first came here was
Downstairs.
through the arch. There's steps
Going up.
back, yeah.
Well, that's how wonderful. Yeah, that's a great little.
So people would walk down the steps.
Yeah.
And
Where's
there's
it? Right over there?
yeah, the steps would go up in the arch. They're still there.
can't see him so much now because Padri bricked him up for different things. And there's a similar type of well in the village.
Yeah.
It's still there, you can see if you want.
Yeah. No, I saw the one over towards the village, but this was 1914 by the British.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks rather substantial.
See, they put this iron in. That was here.
Yeah.
British put that in. I mean, maybe it was here before then, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
There wasn't any water problem in the old days.
Yeah. And then, so they took some of the bricks from here also. They stole from both.
There was a parapet
Oh, out around it.
all around it. Yeah.
Unnecessary.
That keeps the. See, people haul water out of the well and wash their clothes right by the well. It keeps the water from draining
back in, so no erosion would come back into it.
Exactly. No erosion or pollution.
Yeah.
So those stones are also used.
Yeah. And then,
You get a copy.
Seen in tents.
Yeah, and you don't notice it when you're in the over there. We're just talking about how noisy it is near the street, but once you get in towards the compound, it's just completely dead quiet. Yeah, so that's just far enough off. So the first thing Baba really had built would have been his chopri over here, chopri rather, the hut. Yeah.
Yep, that was his first home on the planet.
On the planet.
You know, stone, permanent.
Yeah, he had that thatch stuff. That was
Yeah, it's like
the Puna too.
it was like the skeleton of this one in some way.
It was just thatched.
Attached at the time. Yeah.
And who paid for that? Baba's dad.
Baba's father was the first to give him money for his activities.
Yeah. And that was for thatching the roof on his little jopri. Yeah.
The jopri looked a little different. I mean, I got a picture.
Oh, you have a picture of that one?
No, not in Pune, but how this looked.
You
I mean,
sent
with
us
all the
gardens
Yeah.
around it.
those saplings, jasmine.
Those pictures are there if you want to go look inside.
Yeah, what they look like. Where did the women stay? Did they stay over in the post office, and the men were all camped out here?
Where was it?
Post office over there.
Right over there, yeah.
By the tracks.
Yeah.
That's where the blue stones are. That's
Yeah.
the post office.
Yeah. And then
The Babajan School.
the little raised ground. You can see two or three places from here where the ground is sort of raised up. Those are the foundations of different things. Sai Darbar and the Babajan School.
Yeah.
Pardon?
The Pashi Maharaj.
Right. That's over there too.
So most of the activity was kind of on that side of the road.
Sarai was over here.
Yeah, I didn't know exactly where.
I think that the Pleasant Sarai was over here.
What was over here?
It was kind of Sarai is means like a caravan stop.
Yeah.
It was a dharamshala. It was like a pilgrim center for anybody who
Yeah.
could come in those days.
People traveling.
Let's see. Let's see.
He had a leper ashram back there.
The Mad Ashram was over here. The Must Ashram was over here.
Yeah, years later. First,
To warm up the place for the pilgrim center.
The mustache.
in the chapter. Checking in the Vilus.
And there were buildings over there. That I think there was the bathhouse was over there.
Bathhouse.
That's what. I'm trying to remember if the men stayed there or the ladies. I think the men.
Yeah.
Did they? I don't remember now.
Ladies stayed there after the post office.
Yeah. And then the Prem Ashram buildings were down there.
Where were the family quarters? Was that in that area? Pretty far.
Family quarters is near where the medical center is. In fact, I think some of them were demolished to build the health center in the village. Because I remember when that was being built, that
Padri brought all of the earth. It's a special kind of white earth. It's good for making walls and things. He had that brought by boat right over here.
And what's down the street here with this other? That's
the gray, long gray building.
Yeah,
That's the village school.
the village school. I see.
Yeah, all this land
This all village
used to
after.
belong to us. And
Yeah.
it was given to the village.
I see.
And in the foreground,
Yeah.
where you see the Atlas cycle, Atlas
Yeah.
with red and yellow.
Yeah.
Those were houses that were built for poor people
Right.
on land that we gave to the village for that purpose. And then behind that is a kind of a community center
Yeah.
that similar.
That huge structure back in there.
But then the gray building with the blue shutters, that's the high school.
Oh, that's the high school. I see.
Pardon me, that's not the high school, that's the elementary school. The high school is back to the left. That used to be the high school.
Yeah. And that's all part of the trust, the dispensary and everything.
Yeah, there's just interest. You should get John to go over
Give a tour over there, yeah.
ज़रा नक्शा बना दीजिए नक्शा बना दो बस
So art is one of his fortes.
I don't know कौन सा रंग चाहिए कौन सा रंग पीला नीला कौन सा रंग जामला रंग ले जामला ये वीडियो का
Tangle नक्शा बनाया दे
अंकिन रंग लगाया इसको लगाना उसके ऊपर अंकिन एक रंग लगाओ उसको
कुटे लाओ
मजे मदी लाओ हाँ नहीं बार इकरे नहीं बस बड़ा अंकिन एक बना दो Picasso. कौन सा रंग चाहिए हिरवा वो हिरवा है I love that easy motion, you know.
It does, it just does it
आता अंकिन एक रंग लगाओ उसके ऊपर ट्यूला हाँ आता अंकिन रंग लगाया इसके ऊपर लगाने का अंकिन एक लगाओ जाम लगाइए था ट्यूला लगाया तो जामला गया
This is the world as Muhammad sees it.
Yeah.
Spinning. Yeah.
Sabu. Ankin ek banana.
Jamla?
Damla.
बस अंतिम रग लगाने का इसके ऊपर नहीं आता बस बस ज़रा बस एक ही और बनाना
क्या
एक और कागज है उसको भर देना मंगबा ठीक है कौन सा रंग चाहिए
जामला गेट
ये जामला या ये जामला ये जामला ये दो जामला है
हिरवा
हाँ हाँ चांगला है
चांगला
पसंद आया
पसंद आया
I'm asking you happy with this color
पसंद
yeah
पसंद आया
He always puts a dot in the center.
you know I haven't noticed that always but today बस हम किन रंग लगाने का इसके ऊपर I'm asking you want to put any other color on top of it
बस
आता
नको आता बस ज्यादा
बस ज़्यादा so that's enough
Does he ever say comments about what the paintings are about?
No, never. I just asked him, I just got into this. Pendu had a sort of standing joke with him.
Yeah.
He wanted to go back to France.
Yeah.
Baba said, yes, we'll make arrangements for you to go back to France. Pendu, that 100,000 rupees I gave you, that's for Muhammad's trip to France. When he wants to make plans, just make the arrangements, whatever bookings are necessary. So Mo dropped the idea. I mean, he was pleased that someone, Baba was obviously pursuing the matter so he could forget about it. And he forgot about it, except that he remembered that Pendu had the 100,000 rupees sitting up there. So I said, Pendu, well, Mo isn't spending that, so let me have it, this imaginary money.
Yeah.
And Pendu said, no, I can't give it to you without Mo's signature. So I went to Mo and said, please just sign this so I can get the money from Pendu. As a joke to show to Pendu. So he said, sure, no problem. There's my signature. So this was his signature.
So this is his signature. Ah.
Tum cha sai hai na Babaji? Sai means signature. But the color, getting the colors, but I just asked him to do that for variety.
Yeah, for
Now
variety.
he's getting more into drawing.
He likes that. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
no, that's artistic.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's Mohammed's signature.
Jai Baba Babaji.